Samantha O'Reilly, age 17. Yeah, do I just go? Yeah. I guess I'll just skip to the weird bits since you probably already know all the boring details. You know, family were out of town, so they threw a party kind of thing. Yeah. You seem pretty young, so I'm assuming this will be fine, but, I mean, I guess if not, I'll fucking find out. Me and Iris aren't just friends. We've been dating for about 7 months now, but we've had to keep it a secret from our family because our dad is shit. He's really homophobic. The whole family is actually, including the brother Kyle. You're probably interviewing him too. Listen, I don't know what kind of shit he's gonna spew about her, but you have to believe me when I say that it's his fault she's in the coma. He might not have lit that fucking fire, but he's the reason she was up there when it started. I mean, yeah. His friend Ken should not have told him about us, but if he hadn't reacted so shittily, then Iris would have been anywhere near as bad as she was. I had to be the one to tell Iris about Kyle's temper tantrum. And I was angry. I was really angry, but not as angry as she was when she found out. I mean, she was panicking hardcore, and even when I took her upstairs to calm down, she wouldn't stop saying her dad was going to kill her. And then, she got up and started breaking shit, and obviously I didn't know what to do, so I went downstairs for help. I ran into Anthony, their neighbour, he's this really shady prick, I mean, he's had a thing for Iris for ages, even though he knows she's gay. He decided that he was going to go be the hero to the rescue and go help her alone, and, I mean, I didn't want to just leave her, but he's known her the longest, okay? They've been friends since they were kids, and shit, I was scared. Iris is the best person I know, okay? I fucking love her, and I'd never seen her like this, ever. So, when that creep came downstairs later on and said she just wanted to be left alone, I don't know, I believed him. She always says when she's upset, she just wants to be left alone. So I left it. Fuck, I mean, maybe I could have done something before the fire started, I was the one who got Iris out of the house. I mean, I only knew she was in there because I saw Anthony panicking on the front lawn during the fire, and I just put two and two together, and I knew I didn't have a choice. I went inside and I found the bathroom, and I got a wet towel and I wrapped it around my head because I remembered seeing on TV that you're meant to do that in a fire so you don't, catch on fire. I ran to the back of the house where the stairs were, and I saw Thea laying there on a couch. So I woke her up, and she looked really panicked, but she ran out, and I knew I had to get Iris, so I just didn't care. By the time I found Iris, the fire had spread over most of the top floor, and she was trying to get down the stairs, but she was in a really, really bad shape. It was like something out of a horror movie, Her clothes were melted to her skin, and I couldn't tell where she ended and the blood began. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll ever get that image out of my head. I don't really remember much after I found her. I just know that I grabbed her and I fucking ran. They took us both to the hospital. They treated me for shock and smoke inhalation, and they put her in an induced coma, but they wouldn't let me see her. And I don't know, maybe that's for the best. I don't know what we're going to do with her dad and all now. I mean, who knows what he's going to do when he finds this state. I mean, he might kick her out or stop paying her hospital bills or worse, but look, I don't know how much power you have over any of this, okay? I mean, you might just be the guy interviewing us, but if there's anything you can do, just protect her. She's the only good thing I've got in this shit show of a world.
name's Anthony Carson and I'm 17. So I came to the party with my best friend, Ryan Birch. Both of us were invited. His girlfriend is in that group, so he knew everyone pretty well. I mean, I knew them, of course, but none of them were my friends. Well, except maybe Iris. I mean, we've been neighbours ever since we were 7 or 8 years old, so I lived really close to where the party happened. And I've known her for the longest. I mean, we used to hang out a lot when we were young. Me, Iris, and her brother Carl. But it all just changed when we came to high school and she got new friends. I mean, so did I, but we just haven't been as close as we were. But anyway, at the party, I was really just by myself for most of it. I mean, Ryan was with Anna for most of the night and I didn't know everyone else, so I just hung around. I actually didn't see Iris until just before the fire. I went to say hi, but Iris ran upstairs. She was looking really, really upset and really angry. And one of her friends, Samantha, followed her up there. A little while later, Sam came back down and I overheard her talking to Ryan. She was saying that Iris was freaking out upstairs, you know, throwing stuff, getting really angry. But she wouldn't tell him why. It just made me really worried, so I went upstairs to go and check if she was okay. But by the time I had gotten up there, Iris was passed out on her bedroom floor. I mean, nothing bad. She might have just been drinking a lot or something and needed to sleep. And so I went back down because I thought everything was okay, and I was with Ryan, and then I could hear someone saying that there was a fire and people started leaving. I was about to go with Ryan, but then I remembered Iris was still upstairs asleep. So I went to go, but upstairs was the worst place. There was smoke everywhere, there were flames on the staircase. I mean, it was impossible to get up there. And then out of nowhere, Sam comes out with some towel on her head, so I just thought that she'd be the one that was going to go save Iris. So I just decided to leave. But that was it. That's all I can really tell you. There wasn't anything else suspicious that I can think of. Well, actually, now that I remember Iris being upset, I realised that was really weird. I mean, I don't know why she was acting like that. It might not even mean anything, I just thought you should know. Maybe ask Sam, because she was up there with Iris. She knew why she was upset. And there was a fire just after she had come back down. I mean, I didn't see any fire when I went up there, but didn't you say it started in another bedroom? Yeah, well, you never know. Sam could have some reason to light it.